Not gonna wait for people crawling on the floor.
It's all right.
We are gonna have to put it down if nobody buys it for $100. So going once, or
Okay, I'll buy it, I'll buy it.
way to go, Greg.
Thank
Do we
you.
have 110 anywhere? Nah, I didn't think so. Greg, you are a gentleman and a scholar. That hurt. No, I didn't.
Meteorite research is funded by NASA, and we've been fairly successful at getting NASA grants. But those are for specific projects where you already kind of have an idea of where you're going with the project. But we keep getting unclassified samples in the lab, samples that are brand new that somebody's picked up and nobody's looked at them. And we cut them open and we find something weird in them. And we wind up studying them. And we've actually published quite a lot of research papers that have fallen out of these studies. But none of that study is covered by the NASA grants. So then it's like, well, how do you pay for this? Well, we have a fundraiser.
But then we do research here, as you pointed out, and we do fund students occasionally to do research, and they get their scientific careers started. And it's really actually kind of a nice thing, because a lot of the rocks that we have in this room have never really been studied by anybody. So when a student works on something like this, it's the first time that anybody has looked at one of these 4.5 billion year old rocks. And we always make interesting discoveries. So
when I first started in the geology department, there's not a lot of hands-on experience. And it was only after taking Alex's meteorites class that I fell in love with the subject. And once the class was ended, I asked if there was an opportunity to volunteer in his lab, and he let me. It started pretty much my scientific career, because I actually got hands-on experience doing science in a lab setting, and I'm still doing it.
So some years I say, this is a really nice specimen, the lab would love this, and we don't get it. This year, I got a couple of those pieces, and they're both really nice research pieces. So, all in all, I'd say it was a good year.